Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Succeed with women, succeed in life. Now, let me be clear on what I'm talking about. If you can be successful with women, you can be successful in life, period. What's the connection? What's the connection? Well, the same skills that you use to connect with women are the same skills you can use to make a business deal. The same skills you can create a business empire. See, here's the thing about it people don't really get. It's not necessarily about the women in particular or even in general. It's the whole overall skill set of relating to another person. If you look at everything is about relationships. No one makes money on an island. I don't care what they're doing. They could work from home. You still have a relationship with someone or a person or even getting that job. Think about something. Think about something. When you go on a job interview, it ain't even so much about your skill set. Anybody, because I've been familiar with people who've hired before. It's not about your skill set. First of all, if you even go in for an interview, they already know you got the skill set. But remember, 10 other people went in for the same interview. It's about the relationship. You know, I remember I had an FBI agent tell me. An FBI agent, he was telling me one time when they interview, they do a panel, like a 3-person panel interview. When they interview people, it's not necessarily about the person's qualification. It's about how they feel about that person. Do they trust that person? Do they click with that person? Indeed, on some federal agent interviews, they might sit there and just talk about basketball or something, you know? And that's in a lot of stuff. I've known people who've been managers who interview people and they'll say, yeah, they qualified, but they got this issue, or they qualified, but I know they're gonna leave. So it's something like that. But that's still a relationship. Now, there was one time I said, it was a video I did before, and I talked about how master salesmen tend to be great players. And a lot of people, there were some people who didn't get the point, but you know, the thing is, if you're trying to sell to people, if you're selling to people, the sales ain't so much about the product, it's how they connect. You know, I've told you I've done gym sales before, and of course with my books, I've done a lot of vending where I'm selling to people. In fact, it's a great salesmanship if I can sell a book that is directed at men to women. And indeed, vending, those were most of my customers anyway. I would say about 80% of the sales I've made vending were to women, but it wasn't about flirting with them, it's the relationship. And even I know a gentleman who works at my gym now. He's a car salesman. And you know, every time we working out in the morning or something, I say, well, okay, what's your goal for today? 2. I say, okay, I know you're gonna get 3. This is the thing between us, but he's very good. But what is it about him? Is how he relates to the customers. See, I'm gonna tell you what, especially in sales, and let's be real about something. Most things are sales one way or the other. Most, not everything, of course, but most things are sales, especially if you're talking about making money. Or if you're trying to be, let's just say you're being an entrepreneur. Let me give you I'm giving you a little bit of Money Matters on this channel. Going old school, before I started a separate Money Matters channel, I used to talk a little bit more about making money. If you're an entrepreneur, how you gonna make your money? You're either gonna sell your products or you're gonna sell a service. And even if you business to business, even if it's business to business, you're not dealing with the general public, you still got to sell yourself to another business. They don't just take you because think about, I don't care what your business is, they can, there's somebody else who does that business. Very, very, very few people are in a business that you don't have some type of competitor. I don't care what the business is. So what is it about your stuff better than this other person's? And a lot of times it's not so much the better, it's so much, okay, do they click with you? How they feel with you and stuff. How often have, as a consumer, you've gone into maybe a restaurant, you've gone to buy a product, you've gone to use a service, and it was more about how you were treated, more about customer service. In fact, let me get into that. Customer service, that's the main thing. That's why major companies, they very big on customer service. That's a relationship. That's a relationship. Indeed, most advertising is about keeping the relationship. Not even getting new customers, keeping the relationship. Like I said, that's the thing. If you look at, I don't care what angle, it's a relationship. Not no romantic relationship or anything, but a personal one. Now let's bring this back what I said about women. One of the things I've always said is if a man is a player, there's no reason he should be broke. Let me say that again. If a man is a player, he's really good with women, it's no reason he should be broke or without a job. Now, of course, you get some who are like that, some homosexuals and stuff. I'll say it straight up. They lazy as fuck. They lazy. If a man can get that woman to spread her legs, to get down on her knees and go down on him, to basically cooperate with him, it's really a sales job. It's really a sales job. You presenting it. Now, how you do it is different. You know, some guys, you know, they're big on their approach. Some guys sitting back. You still selling something. You still selling something. You want something from this person. You selling yourself to this person. Now, let me be clear on that, because somebody said, well, yeah, ain't you sipping this? No, it's how you presenting it. If a dude just sit back in a corner eating buffalo wings, he's still presenting himself. How's he dressed? How's he carrying himself? That presentation, you selling yourself. All right, if you good at that, that means you can do that same thing when you go in for an interview. You can do that same thing when you go in for a business deal. Indeed, at the higher level of business, it's about relationships. More business deals are concluded at a country club, at a gym. I remember I was at when I was doing sales at this one gym that was in Marlow Heights, Maryland. Marlow Heights, Maryland. We had some serious business, because I was sales. I do what these guys did for a living. There were times I go in the locker room, you had some people, they talking business and everything. A lot of business is done there. That's what a business is done. That's why there was a time you had so many black men in particular, black people in particular, trying to get up in these country clubs. It wasn't about the country club itself. It's about the business. More business deals are done on a golf course. Then when they meet up, it's just a formality. It's all about how they feel. It's all about business, seriously. When you moving up in a company, it's about how the upper managers feel about you more than your actual skill. Let me say that again. It's about how they feel about you more than your actual skill. Because like I said, they can always find something. But what is that? That's a relationship. That's a relationship. So always understand that everything is related. When you go into, people going to be doing Christmas or holiday shopping. Let me be politically correct. Holiday shopping and stuff. And they, you dealing with that salesperson for that few minutes, or it's even sometimes when you're just paying to get out. That's a relationship. It's very brief. Indeed, a mentor had said one time, that's why in Asian culture, they bow to each other when they first meet. They establishing a relationship. So bring this back around to the title of it. Okay, you successful with women. You successful. Hey, more power to you. There's no reason you should be broke. There's no reason you shouldn't be like at least in a position where you doing stuff in life. Because I can think of plenty of times I've skipped over some processes or got something, all because I was just cool with somebody. Shoot, even when I've gone to some restaurants, I've gotten discounts from servers just because I was just nice to them. I was just nice to them. I was like, thank you, all of that. But that's a relationship, That's a relationship. Seriously, I've gotten discounts, gotten extra food. I remember there's one Asian buffet I used to always go to while it was still open before COVID. Shoot, I had one of the young ladies, Chinese lady, who would, they could get your place and everything. She actually made a dessert for me. But relationship. And I wasn't trying to get with her. She had a boyfriend, but it was cool. I was real nice to everybody. Boom. So they would go extra for me. But transfer all of that to business. All y'all players out there, you good with that woman? Okay, fine. You get her to back that thing up and do all that? Okay, tell me how you're gonna make some money. That same way you convincing that woman to do whatever, or you presenting yourself, you can do that in an interview. You can do that in a business meeting. You can do that as a salesman. Boom. Boom. Because it's all relationship. It's the same skill set. Only thing that's different is what is the result. It could be getting some sex on one hand, but on the other hand, getting something money. And let me be clear, money is for you. So, you know, I'm doing this on a 4K camera, sitting there with this nice Calvin Klein suit, got the nice watch. Hey, money to buy all of those things. Even money to be free. I don't have to go to a job later today. This is what I do. But it's all relationships. In fact, it was just a friend, dealing with women actually got me to this point. Dealing with women. First of all, I mentioned when I first sold my book, it was mainly women buying it. They would buy it for the guys. And then even like a lot of what I'm doing now, like especially on like some of my websites and platforms outside of YouTube, it was just being in a friendly relationship with a woman. Just friendly, not even getting with them. Not even getting with them. Just friendly, just talking, because you also get information. You also get connections, because that's another thing too. When you're talking about networking with other business people, networking for connections and stuff that can make you more money, that can give you more opportunities. Once again, relationships. So if you are successful with women, just use the same skill set. You're just getting something different. You're just getting something different out of it. You know, it could be a favor. You could be a product maker, just getting a favorable deal with some manufacturer. That's still a relationship. That's very important. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. Get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.